Hello?
Anybody there?
I hear voices.
Where are we?
I hear something.
What's going on?
Whoa, this place is crazy.
It is wild. What is
That's really
happening
cool
here?
Oh, jeez.
Hey.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Naomi!
Hey, Greg, you're here.
I'm so glad you're here. We're in the
We made
Wildernut
it.
together.
We made
Oh, this is
it.
amazing. I'm so glad you guys are here too.
Hey, guys.
This is amazing. All right, let's take a seat. We've
right.
got a lot to explore.
There's a lot of wild unknown to explore.
That is
Here we
for
go.
sure. This is going to be so cool. We'll just hang it up right here. You'll
All
get the
right.
lantern and
perfect.
take a seat.
All
Take a
right.
seat, Naomi.
All right.
All right. Welcome to the special Lorecast for Wilds Unknown. Dun, dun, dun. I'm so excited for you all to be here in the Wildernut. I am Greg Tito, Director of Communications at Ravensburger, working on the Disney Lorcana TCG. And I'm here with Naomi Kim.
Hey, Greg.
You are the International Product Manager.
I am. I'm the International Product Manager
At Ravensburger.
Ravensburger on Disney Lorcana TCG.
I love it. I'm so excited for you to be here. You do such great work. Part of what you do is bringing people together, kind of like what's going on in the story of this set, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're sticking together, and as a team, we have created something really, really special that we're excited to talk about.
Yes, exactly. So I'm still having fun in Wild's winter spell
In
right
Winter
here.
Spell.
With this,
I know,
as
you still
can
have your
see.
mug. It's very nice.
It's very delicious.
We had flurries of fun in Winter Spell, but now that the winter has thawed, we are in different areas that we haven't explored before in the realm of Lorcana. So the beautiful Wildernut that we're in here with all the vines and the loveliness. We have a couple of friends joining us later to talk about the other biomes that we're going to be exploring. But we didn't realize that this vine that Elsa Glimmer froze in Winter Spell is actually a lot bigger than we expected. So as we're exploring all these different areas, we're seeing that it's a lot bigger of a problem than we originally thought it was.
That's really exciting. I love all that, right? And of course, Wilds Unknown is coming to you at your local game store on May 8th. It'll be available everywhere on May 15th. It'll be a really exciting time. We can't wait to talk to you all about what is going on in this set because, of course, there are lots of characters joining from various properties at the Pixar studios, including one that we've mentioned here before, Woody and Buzz from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Maybe some other things from Toy Story might be happening.
Exactly. We have some fun friends that are joining in Wilds Unknown.
We really do, right?
There's
exactly.
some hints a little bit that we've gotten out there.
We've given lots of previews so far, but I think it's time to start talking about more cars that are going to be coming into the realm of Lorcana. We have some people that are going to be exploring, finding out where they're going to be. Maybe one of them might be able to try to explore right now. And hello. What?
There,
Oh gosh! Oh,
there he is.
Hey,
Sam.
Sam Johansson. It's good to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
How are
In
you?
the Wildernut.
Come take a seat.
Yeah, I was looking for my hat. It seems like it's right here.
Oh, it was right here. Here we go. There it is.
Hey, it's teamwork. We love doing it. I'm so
helping
glad
each
you're
other
here. Are you sure that was your hat?
I think it looks like Woody's hat. I'm not gonna lie.
It does kind of look like
It
Woody's
does
hat.
kind of
look
look
like
like
Woody's
Hey,
hat.
speaking of, all right, here we go.
All right.
Speaking of Woody,
Exactly. We've got Woody, leader of the toys. This amazing card. We can't wait to show more to you right now. So Sam, what can you tell us about this card?
This card's great, Greg. I mean, when you play it, it gets you a toy from your deck. The toys are awesome because when they're together, they're better. So the more toys you have in play, the better off you're going to be. And with Woody, you can look at the top 4 cards of your deck, grab any toy, or Andy's room, and that's just kind of a fun flavor we added there because we got the Andy's room location in this set as well.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, this one's a really fun one. Great card.
Nice. And you, Sam Johansson, you are the lead developer for this set, is that right?
That's right, yeah, I did lead development for Wilds Unknown, and alongside Lucas and Levi, who did design.
That's awesome. So what's the difference between development and design? How do our fans want to differentiate that?
So it's almost like architect versus engineer. We have the architects, which are the designers who kind of make these great ideas for the game, and then they hand it to us, which are the engineers. We play with the ideas. We tell them what works, what doesn't, what's fun, what isn't, So that's kind
awesome.
of how it goes.
Yeah.
So cool.
And do you remember working on Woody, leader of the toys, with this group?
I sure do, yeah. Yeah, Woody, I remember we started out as maybe uninkable because we were not sure whether or not he'd be too powerful, but when we were developing the card, we realized that just having more cards is fun. So
yes, love that.
we ended up
Absolutely.
with Inkable on him.
Have you been able to check out in card form yet, this card?
This is actually my first time seeing any card from Wilds Unknown.
That's
oh
amazing.
My gosh,
Look at that.
in actual card
Wow.
form. So
Wait, you
good.
want to read out what is going
yeah.
on in this card? Because
Yeah,
I think everybody loves to
absolutely.
kind of understand it, especially from someone who, had
Worked
such a
so
hand
hard
in
on it.
developing it.
Yeah.
So with Woody, leader of the toys, 4 cost, inkable character, 3 strength, 4 willpower, 1 lore. Pretty respectable stats for a 4 cost character. Yeah. We got hero toy, of course. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a toy character card or a location card named Andy's Room and put it into your hand. And then you put the rest of the cards at the bottom of the deck once you're done looking at them. So.
Whoa.
Awesome. And toy is a new classification for Wilds Unknown, right? That you guys created?
Yes. So we felt it necessary to put toy classification on these cards because we wanted them to find each other. We wanted them to look for each other while they're in play. So like we have some cards that say if you have a toy character in play.
Yeah. I
a
love
thing.
that. And it's so perfect for Toy Story. And like that fits so well with that movie.
Yeah, it does.
So good.
That's
and
awesome.
we all stick together too. We're all toys in
We
some
really
way,
do.
right?
We really do.
That's
We're all
great.
toys deep
We're all
down
toys.
inside.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you had mentioned location. We have Andy's Room. We have not showing that one quite yet. We'll be able to check that out when we start previewing a lot more Wilds Unknown cards. But we do have one location that we want to make sure you know about from Toy Story. Tell us about Pizza Planet.
Yeah, so when we were doing Toy Story, we knew that we had to include the classic locations like Andy's Room we saw on the last card, but Pizza Planet is just an awesome theme to have now in Disney Lorcana. And as you can see, we've kind of we've made our take. You know, this is Pizza Planet in Lorcana.
Yeah.
So very cool.
It does. I love that artwork so much.
Yes, the vine is there. Do you see that in the art, Greg? It's
know.
so cool. The vines it's doing things.
It's everywhere. It's here.
everywhere.
It's spreading through.
It's all over the place.
Naomi, what can you tell us about this card? You want to read off what is in there?
Yeah, so this is Pizza Planet Spaceport. It is a 2-cost inkable with 7 willpower, and you gain 1 lore if you have it in play at the start of your turn, and it costs 2 ink to move your characters into this location. The abilities are you are clear to enter. Your toy characters can move here for free. Heavily guarded. Whenever a character is challenged while here, each opponent loses 1 lore. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. This is really fun.
Yeah, so Sam, what can you tell us about developing this card?
Yeah, so this card's really fun. I mean, you can kind of read the card as you want to play it while you have a lot of toy characters in play. Because just imagine, I have 5 toy characters in play. Now I play this card, but normally, if I play this without toy characters, I have to pay 2 ink for every
Every
character.
single one.
That's so expensive.
Yeah.
But you're clear to enter. Toy characters get to move there for free, which
So
in the
good.
movie makes a lot of sense, right?
Yes.
They get there for free
Yes.
on the car.
All the toys are there.
And then now a very emerald effect here while being challenged. Opponents lose a lore. Definitely is going to help you close that gap where now your characters are questing. And when they quest, your opponent's probably going to want to challenge them. And now guess what? You're taking away their lore while they're doing it. So you're getting closer to winning that race.
I like that it's
So
each
fun.
opponent too. So during multiplayer,
In multiplayer,
that's going to have
This
a
is
much
good
bigger
one.
effect.
Yeah.
even better.
More fun for when you're creating that toy deck.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
like it. So yeah, it wouldn't be a Toy Story inclusion in Wilds Unknown without a very special character, human from the original Toy Story. What can you tell us about adding Sid Phillips to Wilds Unknown, Sam?
Well, you'll notice that Sid actually doesn't have the toy classification. And you're probably thinking, well, that's obvious, Sam. But,
That's right, but he
fact
does
there.
have the villain
good. That's very good.
classification.
Yeah, I think he's the one character from Toy Story we have in this set without that classification. So that's pretty fun.
That is fun.
All right, and we got 6 cost uninkable, 5 strength, 5 willpower with 2 lore. First ability, playtime is over. When you play this character, you may banish another character of yours. If you do, each opponent chooses and banishes one of their characters. So we kind of thought of this ability as, what does Sid do? Well, he banishes his toys. And guess what? When he banishes his toy, he's going to make you banish one of yours too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Double prizes here. During your turn, whenever a toy character is banished, gain 2 lore. So this is going to be amazing.
That's gonna be
especially
fun.
if not only you, but your opponent is playing toys as well.
Wow.
Guess what? Playtime's over. I banish my toy. If you have to banish one of your toys, that's 4 lore for me.
Wow.
4 lore.
That's
Yeah.
huge, right?
So
yeah.
he may look costly, 6 cost uninkable, kind of hard to play, but very powerful.
When you get him there, it's going to be a good one.
Yep, it's going to be a good
That's
one.
awesome. So I see him there holding the magnifying glass, and he's in a area that we'll talk a little bit more about. But he's going to use the power of the sun
Biomes,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. That shirt is awesome too. I think I was wearing that
I
shirt.
feel like I've seen that
I know,
in
yeah.
your wardrobe before.
That's true. It is. It's in the list of shirts that we wear here for Lorecast, which is always super fun. Awesome. Well, Toy Story is not the only movie from Pixar that is joining Wilds Unknown. Some of you eagle-eyed fans out there might have been able to see some of this from the packaging and things we were spoiling during the Winter Spell special Lorecast. But I am happy to announce that Brave! That's right, Brave is joining into Disney Lorcana, and we wanted to show off one of those cards, and this one is called 3 Arrows. It's an action from Steel.
Yes.
Check that out.
Yes, 3 Arrows. 3 Arrows is a great card. So it's a 3-cost inkable action, and it's broken up into 2 parts here. Our first part is deal 2 damage to chosen character, and the second part is you may deal 1 damage to another chosen character.
So that is all about a certain character being able to be a very good archer, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. And if you see in the artwork here, you have the first arrow dealing 2 damage, or the first target being dealt 2 damage, and then the second target being dealt 1 damage.
That is amazing. So that is, of course, a standard card, but we also are happy to reveal it has an epic version,
pretty.
too.
Oh my gosh. How
Check it
beautiful
out.
is that?
Yeah, Naomi, what do you think of that? That looks beautiful.
It's so pretty with all the details that are on here. Can you
Yeah.
see? So Shane Smith has gone through with his team and added a lot of little details in there with the UV spot gloss. If you guys see this card, there's little things in there that will be very fun for you to
Here,
check
show
out.
off the spot gloss.
Here, let's take a look.
Look at that.
You see that?
Fancy.
Pretty amazing.
Do you see these?
That is
Oh,
a
it's
cool,
so
epic
good.
version. I love it.
Really pretty.
Can't wait. So, well, you can't have an action like 3 Arrows without Merida joining. And we have her
With
here
her bow
as
and
a
arrow.
formidable archer.
That's right, and Merida has a fantastic ability here. Let's go ahead and read through it. We got the 5-cost uninkable, 3 strength, 5 willpower, 2 lore, hero princess, of course.
Of course.
And the first ability here, when you play this character, you may return an action named 3 arrows from your discard to your hand. And now, the 3 arrows card, of course, probably did some damage to a character, helped you out, maybe banishing that character. Well, guess what? You get to reuse that value, add that 3 arrows back to your hand, but that's not all here. So we're gonna look at the steady aim ability second. Whenever one of your actions deals damage to an opposing character, deal 2 damage to that character as well. So this
Wow.
is not only with 3 arrows dealing 4 damage and then 3 damage. You could also use this card with Fire the Cannons, maybe. Deal 4 damage. Or even in Infinity, you could use Grab Your Sword to deal 4 damage to each opposing character with Merida in play.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so excited.
Steel Song maybe coming back to the forefront.
Yes.
We'll see.
We'll see.
excited
I
for
love it.
that.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, can I just make sure we get that epic card back?
Unfortunately,
Hey, Greg, look over there.
What?
I'll take the epic.
There you go. I know.
Well,
Right?
that's all right. We're going to stick together. That's amazing. Well, you know what? You did actually show these cards to some other people.
Yeah, I got to go to the Pixar Animation Studios and I got to share these cards actually with the Pixar Lorcana League there. They love Disney Lorcana TCG. They play it all the time and I got to get some really good reactions to the cards.
Let's take a look.
We are here at Pixar Animation Studios and this is the Pixar Lorcana League. Hey guys! And I'm sitting here with John and with Edwin and we're gonna do some fun card reveals for Wilds Unknown. Are you guys ready? We've got some fun things to share with you guys. I'm gonna share this card with you and see what you think.
Oh. Seems good.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Got some fun things going on with steel.
Yeah. Love me some steel.
All right, but with that card, we're gonna share one more, and I'm excited to get your guys' reactions to this one.
Okay. Oh, that seems extra good.
Yeah. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That makes the first card.
Yeah.
This is why we share that card first. Okay, we've got 3 other cards that we're going to share. Are you
right.
ready for this?
Yes.
This is a
Yeah,
different film, and so we're very excited to get your reactions to this one.
Okay.
The first one I will share with you is...
Ooh.
That's what we were hoping to hear.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh, interesting,
I
interesting.
feel like my reactions need to like top your reaction. This was genuine.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
Much is
Yeah,
so good.
it's nice, yeah.
Yes. I'm going to
Okay,
share
okay.
the second card with you.
Oh, ew. I mean,
I'm very curious about
ew,
the
as
reaction.
as in
character?
amazing, but also it's like a very visceral reaction to seeing this guy on a card.
Oh no.
I think that's going to be the reaction to a lot of people. Ew,
Yeah,
but also
yeah.
like, yes, he had to be here.
Yeah, the perspective is
Yeah, right? It's your
ew-inducing.
Yes, yeah.
It reminds me of the movie though.
Yeah, it's so
Does,
good.
right? Yeah.
Making a Toy Story.
Toy,
deck,
yeah,
right?
Toy deck.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you guys already caught
toy
on.
is a type.
All right.
Interesting.
I love that you noticed. And the last one here.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it.
Oh, it's
It-
Yeah.
sideways.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what this means.
A
It's
little
sideways.
giveaway, but there you go. You gotta have
You
it.
have to, right?
Oh yes.
I was so excited
My
for this
favorite
one
place.
to happen.
Yeah.
Our favorite place here.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be so cool that you could just build a toy deck with
Yeah.
a Toy Story characters, and I'll be sad when the toys get banished.
I feel like I need to make a box for a toy box deck.
Yeah. Oh, like
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
wooden chest. Yeah.
Good. All right. You just shared some Toy Story. I have one more Toy Story card to share with you.
Oh.
Ready
right.
for your reactions? Okay, are you ready for this? I'm gonna pass it to John first, and then we'll give it to Edwin. It's so good. I'm excited for this
so-
one.
Nice.
Whoa. We're not going to show that just yet. We've got lots of exciting things to show. But in the meantime, I have 2 amazing friends to join us, talk a little bit more about Wilds Unknown. Jenna Jafrida, working on the narrative at
me.
Ravensburger here for the Disney Lorcana TCG, and Levi Dodd, lead designer on this one. Hello, welcome. So Jenna, what can you tell us a little bit about what a narrative designer does here on this TCG?
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy job, right? So a narrative designer for a TCG like Disney Lorcana, we are storytellers as well as guides. So we often set the vision at the beginning of a set, figure out what the story is, how it connects to what came before and what came after. And then we also, work with our design and our art partners to make sure that it's all very cohesive. And we are there every step of the way with them to keep everything on track and make sure that what we set out to do at the beginning is what our players have in their hands at the end.
I love that. And
Yeah.
Levi, you work on the design, so writing some of the mechanics and things behind that, setting the numbers, is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always trying to be sure that in every step of the way we can get that story across in the mechanics and be sure that our cards work properly to tell that story, because Disney's all about stories at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
I love that. And you guys all work hand in hand with so many of the wonderful people here at Ravensburger working on the Disney Lorcana TCG. But I'm here to talk more about Wilds Unknown. We are here in the Wildernut in this wonderful area. And there is a little bit of a story being shown here as we come from Winterspell. What is happening here from your perspective, Jenna, now?
Yeah. This is, first of all, beautiful, and I feel like I am in the set myself right now, which
You
is
are.
very exciting.
I know, yeah. We're traveling.
We are. So this is the follow-up to Winterspell. Elsa froze the vine, but it didn't stop it from growing. And now that all of that ice and snow has passed, it's still here, and it has a new attribute, which is flowers in every ink color. Because if you remember, it's sucking up flood ink, which is all of the inks mixed together. And so all of these flowers, we have one for each color, they have special and unique abilities that cause problems for some of our Glimmers and Illumineers who are lost in the wake of the storm. They've been spread out to 3 different environments. We have a jungle called Wildernot, a set of mountains called Torchlight Peaks, and the desert, which is the Great Empty Sea.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our Glimmers are
They're all
strewn
lost.
all around
They're
them.
all separated from each other. We have a lot of teams and families represented in this set, and I think that we worked on that mechanically too to show that they've been separated from each other.
Exactly, yes. Many of the families and teams you'll see in the set will be kind of separated into 3 different ink colors, and that kind of shows how each one of them has their own journey to get back together and to reunite.
And those ink colors correspond to the environments, which is kind of a fun bit of storytelling in this set.
I love that. I love how the TCG properties of things can actually then tell the story and move the people forward so they know what's happening even just by what ink color certain things
That's exactly
are.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, we do have 2 amazing cards that we want to talk through right now in the Wildernaut setting. We have Woody Jungle Guide. This is an amazing card. Levi, would you mind reading out what we have here with this card?
Yes, so Woody is a 5-cost uninkable amber character with 1 strength, 5 willpower, who quests for 2. He has Shift 3, and his first ability here, Let's Get Movin'. Whenever this character quests, draw a card. Then you may play a character with cost 2 or less for free. And then his second ability, Everyone Gather Round. Your other toy characters get +1 willpower.
I love that. So he is all about trying to get more toys on the board, ready to play.
Yes, exactly. Our toy characters in this set kind of have a theme around cost 2 and less. And so Woody kind of helps you on both angles with that, letting you play more cheap characters to the board. And then if they're the toy characters as well, they even get stronger when you do so.
Because they are small. Because they are toys, they are small.
They are very small. I love that. Yes. And I love this artwork of Woody exploring the Wildernaut.
And you can even see Ham behind him. This is, he's helping to lead them back to the Illuminary. I liked to imagine while we were working on this set, Woody sort of going around and collecting all of his friends and leading them back out.
That's a great story. That's what we're all doing. We got to stick together and get
gotta stick
everyone get
together.
going and figure out where they're going. I love that. We also have this amazing card, Merida, Gifted Archer, which is a little bit different from one we've already shown out there. But yeah, Levi, what can you tell us about this card?
Yes, so Merida is a 5-cost inkable character. She has 3 strength, 6 willpower, and also quests for 2. She has Shift 3, and then the ability Fierce Protection. While this character is exerted, whenever an opposing character challenges, you may deal 1 damage to the challenging character.
Ooh, so what can you tell us about how those will interact with the steel version of Merida?
Yes, so Merida is kind of protecting her brothers in this card, and that's kind of shown by every time the opponent challenges, she's going to get to deal a damage to them. It makes your opponent kind of think twice before they want to challenge in. If they only have a few willpower left on their character, then they're going to lose it before they can even get their challenge through.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I love that. And I love that she is protecting her little brothers. That's super cute.
Yes, maybe you'll see them in the set too.
Ooh, maybe. We'll
Maybe.
see. Yeah, that's exciting. Jenna, what about the storytelling in this card?
I think it's exactly what Levi said. We have the brave characters sort of encamped in the Wildernaut in this set. It's one of the places we have them. Get excited. And I love this one because she's so obviously surrounded by the atmosphere of the jungle. You see the emerald flowers, which they're supposed to be tricky and sort of, the fog is supposed to be confusing because emerald is very adaptive and flexible. So that was sort of the thought behind that one.
I take that. Yeah, exactly. All right, awesome. Well, we also have another environment, the Great Empty Sea, which is very desert-like. It makes it feel like you're venturing into somewhere very different than the Wildernaut. It is lacking in vegetation.
It sure is. In fact, it's even lacking in cacti. That was one of the decisions we made early on, is that we wanted this desert to feel distinctly Lorcana. So instead of seeing some of the desert plants that we might be more familiar with, we have things like ruins. Yes, very mysterious.
What are they ruins of?
I would say structures that Illumineers of old have built, and hopefully their purpose will be revealed later.
Interesting.
There is also a pretty big threat lurking out in the desert, but I can't say much about that here.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe our Lumineer, who is venturing into this area,
Venturo,
in fact,
yes.
which you can see depicted here in this card, Remote Inklands. Levi, what can you tell us about this location?
Yeah, so Remote Inklands is a 2-cost inkable ruby location, has a move cost of 2 and 6 willpower. It has 2 abilities. Eroding Winds. At the start of your turn, put the top card of your deck into your discard. And Successful Expedition. Characters get +2 strength while here. It also has 1 lore.
I like that. And in here you can see Venturo depicted pointing and exploring this entire area.
Yeah, and he's shown with Milo and with Daisy Glimmer, who are both in the same colors that he casts in.
I like that,
Uniques.
yeah. So they're looking through, they're trying to figure out what's happening. They've just been...
They're lost. They need to find their way back. They're stranded here, you know, and the desert is not very accommodating, but by sticking together and, helping each other with their different skills, they'll make it through.
Why aren't deserts more accommodating? They should be kinder. They're so harsh.
Yeah, but there's a lot of beauty there, I think.
But Levi, this is really exciting to have a location that buffs up your characters the way this one does.
Yes, yes. And the first ability on it, too, seems like a bit of a downside at first, but many of our Ruby cards in the set will actually have mechanics that might tie into that. So it'll be something to look forward to. It might be better than you think to be putting your cards into your discard.
Interesting. All right. I like that you're alluding to what that could possibly be done for some deck building things happening there. I like it.
We'll have to see soon.
Awesome. Well, these are not the only glimmers that are venturing through the great empty sea. Here we have Gadget Hack Wrench. What can you tell us about this card?
Yes, so Gadget Hack Wrench is a 4-cost uninkable Sapphire character. She has 1 strength, 5 willpower, and 1 lore. 2 abilities. She has Time to Tinker. When you play this character, you may play an item with cost 3 or less for free. And Well Supplied. Your characters with support get +1 lore.
Ooh, all right. So this is cool having Gadget return.
Yes, yeah. We haven't seen her in a couple of sets, I think, at this point. But
Yeah.
she is back this time with an exciting super rare card here. We might see a specific item card that she's designed to work with at some point, too.
It does seem to have some synergies there with your item Sapphire cards, for sure.
I also just like that, again, like this is a great example of a mechanic supporting the theme of the set. Your characters with support get +1 lore. You know, you got to stick together, you got to work together. We're all we have out here.
You're in the desert. If you can't rely on your friends, who can you rely on?
That's very true. I love that. Oh, that's so cool. And then in another area, we have the Torchlight Peaks, which are much more mountainous.
Isn't that, I love the name, the Torchlight Peaks.
I do too.
And part of why we picked that name was because when we were designing this area, you know, we knew we wanted this dramatic lava to be part of the landscape, so had to allude to that in the naming of it.
I dig that. Yeah, I want to light some torches while I'm going to those Torchlight Peaks.
Yes, and this is amethyst and steel, so of course, like it definitely feels very arcane. And Shanzay is out here with her glimmers, trying to get back to the Illuminary as well.
That's great. Awesome. And we do have some families returning from different areas. It's not all Pixar characters. We have Luisa Madrigal and her team trying to get back together. So yeah, what can you tell us about this card?
Yes, so Luisa Madrigal, Confident Climber, is a 5-cost inkable character with 6 strength, 4 willpower, and 1 lore. She has Shift 3, and then the I Can Take It ability. For 1 ink, you may move up to 1 damage counter from chosen character of yours to this character. Then, if this character has 3 or more damage, move all damage from this character to chosen opposing character.
That's so cool.
That's, that ability, it kills me.
It's a very powerful one. One of the important things we tried to capture with this Luisa is it's very, very flavorful to her. She takes all the pain from other characters. She takes their damage and shoulders it herself. But if you get enough damage on her, you get to suddenly move all that damage to an opposing character and maybe just take it out in one fell swoop.
Yeah, that's sort of like big, like bursting out moments. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a song there.
Surface Pressure makes me cry every time I listen to it. I can admit this on camera. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
It's so good. And this card is wonderful because, you know, and we can't say too much here, but like we've been talking about, all of the glimmers have been separated from each other, and the madrigals are no different.
Yes, yes. You'll definitely see a few of them in this set, and they're going to be spread across the various biomes.
Oh, so they're not all in the Torchlight Peaks.
Right.
Oh, okay. So they want to try to get together, hopefully here by the end
Reunite.
of the Wild's Unknown story.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, cool. Well, they are not alone in the Torchlight Peaks. We also have a property and movie and bunch of glimmers from The Incredibles joining this amazing set, also from our friends at Pixar Studios. And here we can reveal Mr. Incredible.
Yes, I'm very excited. Mr. Incredible is a steel 4-cost inkable character. He has 4 strength and 4 willpower and 1 lore. His ability, Kapow! When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to chosen opposing robot or villain character.
And it's Mr. Incredible taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash.
I dig this. Wow. Being able to do 2 damage to a robot or villain character seems very thematic to at least the first Incredibles movie.
Yeah, it does. And you can even see, like, with this flavor text, heavyweight problems need heavyweight solutions. It's hinting that there is actually something much larger going on, which is a battle between the glimmers of the Incredibles and an Omnidroid. And this is actually a pretty cool panorama.
Omnidroid? Really?
Yes.
I wonder who will win that one.
I mean, I have a favorite.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I love that that can be brought to life with these types of cards. And of course, the artwork here gets it all even more closer and making it feel like you're a part of this cinematic and wonderful story. This panorama has 2 cards next to each other, and someone who can talk all about that is the art director, the art lead for this. And we can't wait to talk to Anna about that right now. Hello, I'm so glad to welcome Anna Stosik to our video call to talk a little bit about all the art and amazingness that's happening here in Wilds Unknown. Hi, Anna. How are you doing?
Hello, Greg. I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Where are you calling in from? I love that we are bringing in people from all over the world, similar to what's happening with our glimmers here in Wilds Unknown.
So I am currently in Poland, where it's quite cold right now. So I think that the mood is kind of similar for us, but the mood is quite different in Lorcana.
That's true. It's the, what was happening in Winterspell, and soon we will be in the seasons similar to Wilds Unknown. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's happening in this wonderful panorama that we get to see of the Incredibles fighting the Omnidroids in the Torchlight Peaks. What can you tell us about bringing this to life as the art director of this set?
So I was working as a set lead for this set of Lorcana, and I had the pleasure to develop these 3 new locations that we have in Wilds Unknown. And one of them is Torchlight Peaks. This is an steel amethyst location, and in this panorama we are in the steel parts of these mountains, and you can notice all of these steel ink cues that kind of require from our glimmers to be really strong, because this is the quality of the steel ink. And you can see that some things work a little bit oddly because they are magical. You can see these steel floating rocks that are light despite being heavy, like floating despite being heavy. But you can also see some superheroes in Lorcana this time, and this is the first time we bring these Pixar characters to Lorcana, so that was quite exciting to show them here.
That is exciting, yeah. And I love that these 2 cards together show this amazing landscape in all of its glory. And you mentioned those floating rocks. What is the magic of Lorcana is making those steel rocks float? That's what you said?
Yeah, I think that if you looked closely at previous sets of Lorcana, floating rocks are quite common theme for the steel locations in Lorcana, because we like them to have this really blocky square feeling while making them still feel very magical. And I think that a floating rock just encompasses this so well. But in this new location, you can see some other themes as well. Like we have these cracked lava-filled pits. And this is quite strange, I think, because in Wilds Unknown, we are in these new specific environments that are quite dangerous for our glimmers. So we really wanted to make them feel like they have a lot of obstacles on their ways. And I think that for these flying glimmers, like you can see in the background, the little silhouette of Mrs. Incredible, I think that a floating rock may be quite an issue for her. Maybe not for Mr. Incredible that the card is about, but for him, the lava pits are definitely something that he has to be mindful of. And with these panoramas, we are trying to, this is not the only panorama that we have in Wilds Unknown also. We have some really exciting ones, I'd say.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the first one we present, but we wanted to show some panoramas to just be able to showcase the wider story a little bit better. And here we can present not only the environmental threats that the glimmers have to kind of handle, but also the villains in the same one image, even though this is two different cards. So I think that this is a great way to show some story moments that also allow us to have something really fun for our players, where they have searched for these panoramas and really look at them. And of course, we have the ones that have no edge, that are very exciting to collect, I think, that really showcase the full image.
I do love that. I love when people get that aha moment when they open up a pack and they see one of those that goes all the way to the edge, and they're like, oh, that must mean that there's one that's connected to this. And then they start to look for that card in the other packs that they start opening up. That's always such a fun feeling for fans out there. But you as art director at Ravensburger, working on Disney Lorcana, what's it like working with the different artists to keep the ways that these environments look consistent from card to card? Is that something that you find challenging, or is that something that, you know, you work with these different artists and they love having that kind of feeling of placing them in these environments?
That's a really interesting question. So on this set, I was working as a set lead, which means that I was working a bit more with art directors of cards than with the artists directly. So I was responsible for keeping the things unified and making sure that everything feels like they really are in the same environments here. But our card art directors, they put a lot of thought and effort into making sure that the artists understand the needs and that they understand what we are trying to say with each card. So I think that it is quite tricky, but we also work with amazing artists that provide so many of their own ideas and their own thoughts, and they really translate these thoughts into the beautiful little pieces of art that we then show in the cards. So I think it's a really collaborative process and a quite extensive one. It's a big project with so many people involved. So there are many people responsible for different little fragments of the process.
And I love that you, as the set lead, is helping keeping all of those different team members working towards a unified goal, which is, you know, a really important thing. So thank you for what you do. And it comes to life when you get to look at these cards, like especially when you look at the cards that are depicted in the Wildernot, the more jungly type area, where you might see some of the jungle motifs of where I am in right now, being something a little bit more different than what the Torchlight Peaks can bring to life. So what was it about this location, this environment, that you wanted to make sure was consistent amongst all these cards?
So all of these locations were very interesting to develop with our amazing artists. And what we wanted to show is that each location has two different inks in it, but all the cards in Wilds Unknown are single ink cards. So we wanted to have a clear separation between, in case of Wildernot, the amethyst and the amber part of Wildernot. And I think that the amber glimmers have it a little bit easier in this set, because their locations are a little bit human-friendly, or glimmer-friendly, I should say, because not all of the glimmers are humans, but also more Illuminer-friendly. They have some man-made structures that are very old, and they are just remnants of the old structures from Lorcana, but they just use them. But with these emerald glimmers, we provided quite some obstacles for them. So they are in these locations filled with swampy areas, filled with vines that are so difficult to kind of cross. And also we have these vine flowers that are tricky to handle, because they are very interactive, and they also maybe will hunt glimmers and try to do some things to them in some of the cards.
Ooh, those vine flowers. They look so pretty, but they could be dangerous. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, you've mentioned a bunch of times how this is a team effort and how there's so many people that contribute to the decisions that get made around every single card. And we have been really enjoying bringing some of that to life in the last few sets for a specific card. And we have one of those videos right now that you were able to contribute to, as well as some other fun folks that are about one specific card set in the Wildernot. Maybe we can take a look at that right now. What do you think? You want to watch it?
Yeah, let's take a look.
In Winterspell, an and Elsa Glimmer was summoned to try to freeze this rapidly growing vine that was sucking up all of the flood ink in Lorcana. The winter storm that came about as a result has now dispersed, and the Illumineers and Glimmers have found themselves lost and scattered throughout the Inklands in new and unfamiliar territories. In Wilds Unknown, they need to make their way back to the Great Illuminary, but the vine is still growing, and it's brought new challenges and perils that they have to overcome. This is also the first time we see Pixar Glimmers in the realm of Lorcana, which brings great opportunities for storytelling. We're excited to show the realm from a new perspective, and how better to do that than from a very, very small one.
My name is Chris Meeker, and I am the creative director for the Pixar Consumer Products team.
And my name is Jocelyn Ramirez, and I'm a designer on the Consumer Products team here at Pixar.
I think when we approach bringing our characters into a new project or a new product, it's always really important for us to make sure we're staying true to the characters, but also true to the stories that the films tell us.
The characters are so beloved and well-known, and people really want to see them kind of play around within this new world, and there's a lot to explore and kind of a lot to imagine.
Game Design was excited about Pixar joining Disney Lorcana. In particular, I've always been a huge fan of Toy Story. From a gameplay perspective, toys open up a lot of interesting possibilities. In particular, Buzz Lightyear is a standout toy who we knew would need a standout card. Buzz naturally fit the identity of an Emerald Glimmer because he's adaptable and quick thinking. We also knew we wanted him to work together with action cards because he's an action figure of an action hero. And that's just fun.
When it comes to a character like Buzz Lightyear, I think to help really recognize him and make sure that he's kind of the character we all know and love, you really want to still have this sense that he's going to be kind of your guy to do all these action moves and to be the hero, really. And, you know, of course, that goes into his costume and the way that he looks.
First and foremost, I think of Buzz Lightyear as a toy. And even though we're introducing a glimmer of Buzz Lightyear in the Lorcana world, that's what people love about him. You know, one of the things people love about him is he's a toy. So as we bring him into this world as a glimmer, we're going to want to kind of preserve that and kind of reinforce toy scale.
So for this particular Buzz Glimmer, we knew that we want to place him in the wilderness environment, and we knew that his name will be Jungle Ranger. We knew that he's going to be an Emerald Glimmer, and this is something that we always start with because the ink of the Glimmer will determine the detailing and the shape language of the character and how they look. But we also know that he is going to be placed in this wild jungle. We'll have to deal with all of these dangers. So we wanted to make him feel natural in that environment. And we also know that he's just a tiny little toy. And I think that it was a big challenge for our artists to find the ways to not make him look like he's just a giant or a human-sized character. And our artists have worked on making sure the scale works, making sure that the amount of detail feels appropriate for the toy, and that the character still feels like he is this magical little glimmer in the world of Lorcana. For the costume of this glimmer, we had Federico Maria Cugliari work on the first version of him, and as we were getting more information about the card and what we need to do within the card, we asked Connie to finalize the costume.
From the beginning, Buzz was always a hero and a toy. But near the end of development, we added the captain classification because we realized Buzz is also a captain of Star Command. And with that classification, the final version of Buzz we ended up with is a 7-cost, uninkable Emerald character with 7 strength, 5 willpower, who quests for 2 lore, and has Shift 5. His first ability is Take Charge. When you play this character, you may return an action card with cost 7 or less from your discard to your hand. And his second ability is Advanced Training. Whenever you play an action, chosen character gets +1 lore this turn. From a gameplay perspective, we're really excited to see the decks people make with Buzz.
We work on a lot of, I'll call it on-model Buzz Lightyear product, whether it's action figures or character art, the same Buzz Lightyear from the films and the white, the green, the purple outfit. So to have Buzz Lightyear kind of reimagined as a glimmer in the Lorcana world is something that's very new and it's very exciting. And it's exciting because it's not something we get to do very often.
Lorcana is a highly collaborative process, and working on a card like this requires a lot of different people. So we normally have many different passes and many different versions of the character before we actually see them how you can see them in the card. And we kept the card with Connie, who have finalized the costume for us. And this is what you can now see as a final product of our work. You can see how much thought went into designing this costume and the card. For example, the camo that Bat has is actually an emerald camo, so it helps him in this emerald part of the jungle. We added some face paint on both his face and his helmet. Since Buzz is such an adaptable glimmer, you can notice that on his utility belt, he has a little string, and we like to assume that he have just found it and now he's using it. And we think, adding these little details that connect the costume with the world and make it feel like just one unified world, that's something that really helps to feel like Lorcana is this reality, like this different place where these glimmers really exist. We also added some little details that make him still feel like he's this tiny little toy in the huge jungle. So we have visible stitching on his costume. We have this star that I love so much, the little star button on his shoulder that kind of connects him to being this important figure, but also keeping him still tiny and fragile and very toy-like. While looking at a card like this, you can see how much love goes into an artwork. You can see how many decisions are made and how that translates into our final art.
One thing I love about the art on this card is that it alludes to this larger story of the toys all being lost and separated from each other in the jungle. We wanted to find moments of opportunity where the toys could find and help each other. And Buzz is a man of action, which is taken care of by our wonderful game design team with his abilities, but also in the storytelling here. He clearly has heard the squeaks of distress of the little aliens, and he's swung into action to save them from the vine and bring them back to the Great Illuminary.
Being able to take a character that we know so well and getting to actually explore with it and have fun with it, it's a really great experience.
Can we show that? We can show this to the camera? Wow. Look what I just ripped from a booster. I had no idea it was
Deluxe.
Yeah, this is the deluxe one. Wow.
What an incredible video, right? Being able to see all the people that work on one card, Buzz Lightyear, Jungle Ranger, really does seem like it's got a wonderful team working at Ravensburger and at Disney and at Pixar, kind of all contributing to the storytelling around this card.
Yes, I think everyone did amazing work with bringing this character to life in Lorcana in this new and fresh version.
It's so fun. And so one thing I did want to make sure to let people know about is the Enchanted cards for Wilds Unknown. I know these are wonderful, wonderful different cards that people can look for when they open up for packs. And the style for this one is one of my favorites that Disney Lorcana TCG has ever done. Anna, what can you tell us about this Enchanted style?
So the Enchanted style in Wilds Unknown, we called it L'Or Nouveau, which I think is a very fun name for the style. It is the styles of the sets are always inspired by some themes of the set. And in this set, we have a lot of these natural locations and not a lot of man-made locations, really. So everything is quite fluid and organic. And we also have this huge vine growing through the world of Lorcana that started in the previous set, but here we can really see it growing everywhere, even if it's not always interacting with the characters, but you can see it. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to have something very organic feeling as a style for this set. So we figured out that we may maybe work with a very popular old style, which is Art Nouveau. and get a little bit of inspiration from that style. So we didn't want to exactly copy Art Nouveau, but we wanted to take some elements that we thought will work well in Lorcana and kind of treat it as if this style was developed in Lorcana, or these characters were kind of frozen in these moments of time in kind of a different style or setup. So we took some organic elements, we took the circular motif from the Art Nouveau images, the ones that we feel are most iconic, because of course the style is quite broad. And we used the circular motif, and we used a lot of these organic elements to kind of showcase the connection to Art Nouveau, but these characters are also painted as if they still belong to the world of Lorcana. So it's not a direct copy of the style, it just takes some elements of the style that inspired us to create the new Lore Nouveau style here.
I love that. I love that we're taking something from an art style in our world and applying it to the realm of Lorcana and our own specific interpretation of it. And I can't wait to reveal one of the cards that are in this style, which is one of our iconic cards. And it may be one of the ones that you just heard about in the Making of a Card video that you just saw. This is Buzz Lightyear Jungle Ranger, one of our 2 iconic cards in this set. What can you tell us about bringing this specific Lore Nouveau style to these iconic cards?
I think it's a very interesting example because it uses a lot of these motifs that Art Nouveau would use, but in a way that's not really, like, it doesn't look like an image that was made over 100 years ago, of course. It's quite modern feeling, and it's definitely something that belongs to the world of Lorcana, while using and repeating the motifs that we wanted to preserve from the style that inspired us. So you can clearly see the circular motif around Buzz. You can see him quite posed to match this framing that we provided for him. And you can see some decorative vine elements in the background, and even the little aliens are now participating in just being this ornamental part of the frame. I think this card is also by Connie. We tried in this set to keep some artists from the standard card on the Enchanted cards or iconic cards. And I think that they did fantastic work, and they all were able to adapt to this different style so well. It's not always the case, but with some of the cards you will notice that. And Connie was one of the artists that were able to work on both cards, so we were so happy to have her on both of them. You can see some similarities between these cards, the standard legendary one and this iconic card, but you can clearly see that this one feels more just compositionally stylized, and this decorative framing is definitely something that we wanted to have here, while also making this feel like a real part of the world. So we didn't want to add an artificial frame, we wanted to have a frame that feels like it's a part of the picture.
I love it. I love the elements in there. You mentioned the aliens. You can see the vine flowers moving in that circular motif. But I think my favorite bit is the thread on the needle that Buzz is wielding there, wisping behind him in that kind of organic way. It almost looks like one of the vines itself.
Yes, I agree. And also these little swirly shapes are so characteristic of the emerald shape language, with which this Buzz is an emerald glimmer as well. So we always try to connect that. There's a lot of thought put into all of these cards and a lot of motifs that we want to include always. But I think that the artists and the card art directors did fantastic work while working on these Lore Nouveau cards. They turned out so beautiful, I think.
They really did turn out beautiful, and Coney's work here is fantastic. But I'm happy to reveal our second iconic card. It is one that you have seen before already in its legendary state, but here it is, Merida, Formidable Archer, in the Lore Nouveau style as our second iconic for Wilds Unknown. Take a look at this. Isn't this wonderful?
I think it's absolutely beautiful. I couldn't be happier with both of these cards. I mean, they turned out so beautifully, and I think that Merida lends herself so well to this Art Nouveau inspired style as, you know, like a young female character with the flowy hair. But what I also like is that she's not a super like sweet and flowery character. We have some fine flowers in this card, you can notice them, but this is not overwhelming. And I feel like the artist did fantastic work with keeping the steel elements and really making Merida feel like Merida and in this like very, very stylized pose in the end, but while making her feel like herself, but the style having this ornamental and really like art history inspired. So I think it's just so beautiful. I couldn't be happier with it.
It really is. And, the foiling effect that are on these is one that brings everything to life when you get to see them move like that and capture the light. And especially on this steel card, you can see the amazing lore star brought to life and kind of just, feel a wonderful part of this. And I think this is our first steel iconic card. And the Lore Nouveau style for this really comes to life in a different way than the organic nature of the previous one, right? Because you get to see these circular motif in these ruins that she is in.
Yes. So in each of these cards, we were looking for something that could make this circular frame while not feeling out of place. So in this set, Merida is in a brave camp that the brave glimmers are located in. They are trying to go from one place to another, and then the bridge collapses, and we just see Merida in this moment in time where she's just jumping, I think, protecting her family from Murdu, most likely. But I love that the artist used these elements of ruins of the architecture that we see in Lorcana and framed her in this way, while Connie, while working on Buzz, used the vine to frame him. We were trying not to always use the vine to frame the characters, or not always use the architectural elements to frame them. We wanted to always have a natural feeling element from the environment that would make it hint to the Art Nouveau, to the circular motifs that we would see in Art Nouveau art, but without being too obvious about it and without adding some artificial elements to the cards that would really feel a bit off or too framey. So I think that both of these artists did fantastic work with combining all of these requirements. And I think it's really difficult. I think that everything, once it's done and it looks so beautiful, it looks like these decisions are quite obvious, but before these things are done, it's a lot of work from our art directors and the artists to figure out how to achieve what we as the big team want to achieve from these cards.
Absolutely. And this amazing work that you've all done in creating this set, it must be wonderful seeing it all come to life and get out there in front of fans so they can start opening these packs and get excited to see these iconic cards and all of the Enchanted cards that you might see when you open them up and get to experience that Lore Nouveau style with that amazing foiling effect. I can't wait. I think it's going to bring a lot of wonderful joy to our fans, as well as new fans out there who may be wanting to look after these cards. And we know there's tons of fans of Brave and Merida, as well as Buzz Lightyear and Toy Story. And so being able to open those up and get those happy smiles is what this work that we do together is all about. So thank you, Anna. Thank you to all the art directors and the artists who bring this all to life. But of course, thank you to Anna Stosik, who is wrangling all of those cats and getting them moving towards making these cards even more beautiful. You do good work.
Thank you so much, Greg.
It was so great talking to Anna all the way from Europe about the art style and everything that is put together. And those amazing cards, those iconics, don't they look so great?
So
they look so great. Well, guess what? We have them in person right here.
Even prettier in person.
They are so good in person. Check it out.
Oh,
Look
my
at that.
goodness.
I do love the way Buzz Lightyear just pops off of this card. You guys want to take a look? Have you been able to look at them yet?
Oh, I guess I should pass this off because,
I want to look at
we
this
need
one.
to share. Look how pretty.
Merida, you look so good.
All the
Oh
details.
my God, it's amazing.
Oh my
Look
goodness.
at that. Look at that.
With the hot stamp, the Lore Star foil board and everything.
The Lore Star foil board.
Yeah, the Lore Star foils.
It
are
really
so nice.
comes to life. Well, those cards are fantastic.
I'll never get to hold these again.
This is the only time you'll get to hold them, and so now I feel like custody needs to come back, go over here. I trust you. I don't know why, but I trust Naomi to be able to hold those and store those in a very safe place. They are extremely sought after, and I can't wait to see all of the wonderful videos of people opening those, seeing those in their packs. When Wilds Unknown is available for pre-release on May 8th, that's when all the magic will start. In fact, we also have pre-release packs coming available on that day, on May 8th. If you haven't already signed up for your local store through the Ravensburger Play Hub, to go to one of those and you will be able to access these amazing pre-release packs. We can't wait. Naomi and Jenna, you guys worked a lot on getting these pre-release packs and all this wonderful stuff in them, right?
We did. We were partnering together on some few fun things that are in here. So if you look at the postcards, I don't know, Jenna, do you want to take a little bit of the context here for this?
Okay, so these were a ton of fun to work on. As we were talking about earlier, we have all of the different environments in this set. Wildernaught, the jungle, the Great Empty Sea, the desert, and Torchlight Peaks, the mountains. And so in each of these, you can see the Illuminaires and some of their glimmers lost, trying to get back to the Great Illuminary. And actually, it was a lot of fun because I had the opportunity to work with our wonderful writer, John Axtell, on coming up with the cute little slogans. He did such a great job on iterating on all of that and thinking about like what works best for like a cute, funny little postcard that gets the style and is something special that our players can keepsake and remember this set by.
Yeah.
Those
We're really
postcards
excited.
look
Yeah,
really
about
cool.
the postcards.
They look really, really cool. There's also dice and 6 booster packs in each one of these. You'll get one of those 3 postcards. And I feel like we want to like display some of these so that you can actually see them in all its life. So we brought in our fancy, look at this,
Some nostalgia
a
for
slideshow
you.
screen for us to be able to check out the
have
slide
them?
projector.
That was very good.
Space age tech.
It's amazing. It is. We also have one of 6 random promo cards available in each pre-release pack.
These are really fun. Here we go.
So, Levi, you can tell us a little bit about the first one here. It's Ariel, Curious Traveler.
Yes, Ariel is a amber character. She's 4 cost and inkable. She has both 3 strength and 3 willpower and has 2 lore. Her ability, Familiar Ground, is whenever this character quests, if you've played another character this turn, chosen opposing character can't challenge and must quest during their next turn if able.
That's
Very
awesome.
fun.
And check out that flavor text too.
Isn't it wonderful? See if there's anything that catches your eye.
Oh, I love that.
So sweet. It fits with Ariel.
It
fits with her
does,
very
it
well.
does.
Yeah.
And there's this awesome frame, Naomi. What can you tell us about this?
So we have the beautiful frame here that is found on these pre-release promos, and you'll see for the first time it says Wilds Unknown because you can only get these at pre-release events. Have I said pre-release enough times? You want to go to pre-release events at
On
your
May
local
8th.
RPH stores.
Yes, we do have another of the 6 promo cards. Jenna, what can you tell us about this one?
Oh, I could do the flavor text for you.
Do it.
Yes.
Bind this glimmer, fiendish flowers.
Ah, beautiful. So good.
Oh, Maleficent, Imperious Traveler. What can you tell us about
I mean, we
this?
don't even need to go through the card. I feel like Jenna's
That was
flavor
it. That
text
sold
thing,
it.
that was everything.
Everybody
but
wants
just
that
to
card.
close the loop here.
Yes.
This is Maleficent, Imperious Traveler. She is a 5-cost inkable with 3 strength and 5 willpower and quest for 2 lore. Her ability is Heed My Words. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, you may exert chosen opposing character. I don't think I got the capture the feeling as well as Jenna
No.
did.
I do want to say something about this one, which
Yeah.
is that, I have been talking about the flowers, and you can see the amethyst flowers in here, and part of what they do is hypnosis. So she is a villain, and she is sort of working, with them in a way, like they are not at odds with each other. So her exerting a character is sort of a way of like forcing her will, kind of like hypnosis.
Exactly, yep.
That's
Using
very
the
cool.
flowers to accomplish her own nefarious goals.
Absolutely.
How do you think players will be able to use this card? This is also in this set as well.
Exactly, yep. These travelers all have kind of similar mechanics to each other, so the players will get to kind of explore that. They quest if you've played another character. If they have a friend traveling with them when they quest, they get to activate their special abilities. So each one kind of shows off what the ink color does in their own unique and interesting ways.
I like that.
That's so cool.
I also like that we are sticking with a theme with some more villainous characters
villain.
here. What can you tell us about Cruella de Vil, Levi?
Yes, Cruella is a 6-cost inkable emerald character with 4 strength, 4 willpower, and 4 lore.
4 lore?
Yes.
Wow.
Then her ability, You're Out of Fashion. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, you may banish chosen damaged character.
I love this flavor text.
Got to go for it,
Can
Naomi.
I help you? Not with your sense of style, darling. So good.
It's very iconic, I've heard.
So
it really
good.
is. Yes.
She is in the wilderness there, trying to do what she can. And 4 lore, that is a lot.
That is a lot, yes. And when you get that 4 lore, she also gets to tell somebody they're out of fashion and throw them out of the
You're
game.
out of style. I love this.
That's huge.
That's going to be fun.
I dig it. I dig it. And then, of course, we have Queen of Hearts, Impatient Traveler. They're all traveling.
She is very impatient, so it's very on brand for her.
It is. Well, why don't you tell us what's happening here with the Queen of Hearts? What is her stat line?
Oh, yeah, okay. I get to do that? Wow.
Sure, why not?
All right, yeah. So the Queen of Hearts is an inkable 4-cost ruby character who has 4 strength and 2 willpower, and she quests for 2 lore. And I want to make a note on her costume here that her staff has like a water canteen attached to it. You know, this is part of that wilderness survival trope. So she has something that you want, but she's not necessarily going to give it to you.
That sounds about right.
It does sound right, yeah. And what is your ability here?
Her ability, Royal Command. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, chosen character gains Rush this turn.
She makes them scared.
Very good. Yeah. Yep.
You better run.
Yeah.
You got to rush in there, which is good for a Ruby character.
Nice.
And having a Ruby Traveler is going to be a lot of fun to play with. Yeah.
Do you want to do the flavor texts?
Oh,
for the Queen of Hearts?
I totally can. Hours of walking in the heat have not improved her rosy disposition.
So I love this story that they've been here and experiencing this for a long time. When did they get to the Wilds Unknown areas here?
Oh, I think that's one of those essential mysteries. We have Lumineers and Glimmers all over the place. Quests are always happening. So their Lumineers are nearby. They have probably been here too.
They've been here too. I
You
love
might
that.
even see a new Lumineer in this set.
Ooh, I like that little lore bomb.
Eagle-eyed Lumineers out there.
If
Take
you
a look
keep
at
your eye
that.
out, you might see someone.
Jenna, you might quest for 4 lore after this. We have 2 other amazing travelers that we want to talk through here. Levi, do you want to talk about Cinderella, Resourceful Traveler?
Yes, so Cinderella is our Sapphire Traveler. She has 4 cost, she is inkable. She has 1 strength and 4 willpower and 2 lore. Her ability, this and that. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell, face down and exerted.
Oh,
That's very
interesting.
nice.
Yeah.
And her outfit is so good in this card.
It
Just
is.
a moment for the outfit here.
The outfit
Yeah.
is really cute,
Yeah.
and she's got one of her little mice friends helping her out. Yes.
Yeah, all these details. We love it.
She has to outfit, you know, like she has
Yes.
to outfit some of the people who are trying to, some of the Glimmers and the Lumineers who are trying to get back to the Luminary.
Yes, exactly. You got to be ready for the journey.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
And they're always crafting. They're making stuff. They're making
She's
a shade.
Sapphire, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's very, very characteristic of Sapphire to want to make things and create.
Yeah.
And her flavor text says, no matter how difficult the journey, she always takes care of her friends.
She does.
That's what
Yes,
very
she does.
much what this story is all about. And we have another Glimmer joining us. It's Pocahontas, Steadfast Traveler.
Steadfast. She is very steadfast. She's so pretty.
Yes. Do you want to read her stats? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Pocahontas, Steadfast Traveler, is a 4-cost inkable card. She has 4 strength, 5 willpower, and quest for 1 lore. And her ability is Wandering Spirit. Whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, return a location card from your discard to your hand. That's fun.
We like this one a lot for Pocahontas.
It feels very fitting for her to have to do that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a traveler anyway, that was a great match for her as a character, but even just having this ability that deals with the locations, I think works really well for her. Yeah. And also, I'm super biased. I really, really love this costume and art. The leaves swirling, the colors, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's very thematic. It's very perfect for what this is.
It's the colors of the wind
She's
there. It
gorgeous.
really does.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
really
good.
pretty.
What can you tell us about that flavor text, Jenna?
Yes. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. And that's Grandmother Willow. And I think, you know, it's true in this set where they are trying to get past the vine and its many flowers, but is it not also true of life?
It really is. It really is. We all need to get those reminders.
Yes.
And that's what great storytelling always does. There's 1 of 6 available in each pre-release pack, randomized. You'll get them starting on May 8th at your local store. Go to the Ravensburger Play Hub and sign up for that. Shout out to all the team who is putting together all these amazing cards.
The card treatments, all of it, led by
So
Shane
stunning.
Smith and his team.
Shane Smith? I think we actually have Shane Smith right here. He's wandering through the jungle. Are you here? Oh, hey Shane, how are you? Thank you so much for all the work you've done on making these cards look great. Wow, what a guy. I love that. Such an amazing adventurer.
Always.
There's so many people going through the Wildernut. Who knows who you're going to find. I love it. Honestly enough, that actually reminds me a little bit of a card that you might see in the 2-player starter set that is also coming with Wilds Unknown. It features lots of fun cards from all over Disney Lorcana, but we want to show one here with you right now. Jessie, Lively Cowgirl. Check this out.
She's so cute.
Oh my gosh. So we showed off 3 of the cards that are available in the 2-player starter set that is also going to be releasing around the same time that Wilds Unknown does. It has a lot of cards from many Disney Lorcana sets, but this one we wanted to show off as part of this set, and it is going to be possible to play this card against each other when you have these 2 decks to be able to use with this. But Levi, what can you tell us about this card?
Yes, so Jessie is a 3-cost Amber character. She is inkable. She has 3 strength and 3 willpower and quests for 1 lore. Her abilities, she has part of a family. Whenever this character quests, if you have 2 or more other toy characters in play, you may draw a card. And for her second ability here, Jenna, do you want to take this one?
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
That works!
So good.
Oh my god, so good!
Whenever you pay 2 ink or less to play a card, chosen opposing character gets -1 strength until the start of your next turn.
Wow.
Whenever you pay.
All right, so this has a lot of stuff to do with the toy classification like we were talking earlier.
Exactly, yes. All of our toy characters kind of have this running theme of paying 2 ink or less to play your cards. So she really likes you to play lots of her friends out there, and many of them will cost 2 ink or less.
And works really well with Woody, for sure.
Exactly,
I
yes.
love that. That's great. This is, of course, one of 4 cards that you'll be able to get in the 2-player starter set that has rainbow foiling effect. We revealed 3 of them already. This is the 4th one that you'll be able to use. And it's going to be a great way for people who are wanting to take a first attempt at playing Disney Lorcana. Pick this up. You'll be able to play right away. It's going to be a lot of fun for folks who want to try out Disney Lorcana TCG.
Yep, fun and easy.
That's right.
Fun and easy.
We have another card here.
Yes.
This is our seasonal promo card, and it is Violet Parr, Learning New Powers.
So Violet is a 3-cost inkable amethyst glimmer. She has 4 strength, 2 willpower, and quests for 1 lore. She is evasive and has the ability Deflect. When you play this character, you may move 1 damage from chosen character to chosen opposing character.
That's fun.
That
it
is
fits
fun.
with the theme of the card and her character.
Yeah.
The force field here.
The force.
Yep,
Yeah,
protecting herself with a shield and then moving the damage
Moving
elsewhere.
it over. Yeah, that's really fun.
Definitely what Violet is well known for. And of course, this promo card, where can people get this?
At select Ravensburger events. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, we also have some other fun things coming from our OP kit here. We have Dashpar. Lava Runner!
As our buy a box promo. So if you buy a full display booster box of Wilds Unknown, you get this amazing Dashpar promo card.
I love that. Jenna,
I
what
can
can you
take
tell us
this one.
about Dashpar?
Yeah, sure. Dash is a 4-cost uninkable amethyst character with 3 strength and 2 willpower, and he quests for 2 lore. He has Rush, which is very thematic.
Very on brand for him.
Yes, of course. You know,
it'd be weird if you didn't.
Right. And his ability is Record Time. This character can quest the turn he's played. And the flavor text, whoa, a hidden place inside the mountain.
That was so good. That was so good.
That was on brand. I dig that. That's so fun.
I like this illustration a lot too because I know you can obviously tell he's running on lava, but just like that's how fast he is. So fast.
Yeah.
So fast. I can go so
He
fast.
can run on lava
I
and
go
nothing
faster than
happens
you.
to him. Yeah.
Before it even gets to me.
Before it even gets to him.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so good. We also have Lenny Toy Binoculars. This is one of our weekly play promos. And Levi, what can you tell us about Lenny?
Yes, so Lenny is a 3-cost inkable emerald character. He has 0 strength and 2 willpower, but he does have 1 lore, so he can still quest for 1. His abilities here are take a good look. When you play this character, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards an action card of your choice. And coming up fast, Once during your turn, whenever you play an action, you may ready this character.
Oh, so this guy's all about looking at the actions that are available and being able to react to them.
Yep, exactly. He's pretty cool. If you maybe have an action that gives lore, you can combo it with him so he can quest for a second time and gain that extra lore. Pretty powerful.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. And of course, this is the promo version, but this card will be available in the set proper.
Exactly. Yep.
I dig that. So lots of experimentation. People can only think about how they're going to build out their toy classification
Toy
deck.
decks.
Perhaps.
I'm excited for that. Seeing all the toy decks that are going to be built.
Right.
They really are cool.
Yeah.
All of the Toy Story cards were just so much fun to work on.
Yeah.
Well, we do also have some other amazing weekly play promos that we want to make sure everybody is aware of. So we've got Zipper, Tiny Helper.
Sorry.
I think you have to do it now.
Now you have to do it, and you have
I
to
was
do.
like, it has to be small.
And you have to do the flavor text.
Okay.
You've got it.
All right.
This
Well,
guy's
that's all he's
it's a
got
moral
on here.
imperative.
So we'll go ahead and do that. So Zipper is Tiny Helper. He is a 1-cost inkable card with 0 strength and 4 willpower and quest for 1 lore. On his card,
That's right.
The flavor text is, crikey, I've seen fellas who are twice the size with half the heart as that weed dodger. Monterey Jack.
Oh, that's so good. I dig that.
Look how cute he is, though. That's
He's
why I had
very
to go
cute.
small
Trying
with the
so
voice. Like,
hard.
it's so cute. Oh, I love him.
He is wonderful. What a fun card. What can you tell us about how you can work on him in a deck?
Yes, so the mechanics for a lot of our Rescue Rangers glimmers in this set is that they have a lot of willpower, and they like more characters with a lot of willpower. So even though he has no strength, this Zipper's 4 willpower might come pretty in handy for you.
And as like a fun little flavor note, he's picking up this like gear. We have a little bit of a vignette that the Rescue Ranger plane has gone down, and him and Gadget are needing to do some repairs again to get back home.
Oh, that makes sense from
Yeah.
the gadget we saw earlier.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. I
That's
love
cute.
that.
Yeah. Story through line. We love it.
Exactly. We also have another weekly play promo that we want to talk about here. This is Will-O-the-Wisp Forest Spirit. And Jenna,
Yeah, they're so like ethereal.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Will-O-Wisp is a 1-cost inkable with 0 strength and 3 willpower that quests for 1 lore. It has the ability, come on out. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand. And the flavor text reads, they always come back when you need them.
How perfect is that?
That is great.
It is perfect.
really
Yeah,
is.
it comes back to your hand and they always
Quite
come back when
literally
you
an
need
explanation
them.
of the mechanics.
Exactly. Funny how that happens.
So strange. How weird.
How would people use that exactly as it says on the text, right?
So this is pretty useful. This ability of when I get banished in a challenge, come back to your hand is something we've done a few times previously in the game, but never before on a character this cheap. So it means you can get him out right away as soon as the game starts and start questing with it. And even if it gets banished in a challenge, you'll get to just play it again and start questing again.
That's fun.
So good.
It's really fun.
Get it out on the curve. I like it. That's really cool. This next card we have already shown. It is Buzz Lightyear on the way. And it is our Magical Places promo, which means that you can only get it where, Naomi?
At select Disney owned and operated locations.
That's awesome. And that will be available starting
Pre-release.
at May 8th.
Yeah,
That's
May
right.
8th at those locations.
That's so cool. That's awesome. All right. Well, we are going to go back to our friends at Pixar with one more reveal, that one that we held off a little bit, but that means we get to say thank you so much to Jenna and Levi for all that you've done working on this set, coming in and talking about it. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you can get out of here safe, out of the Wildernaut.
If we stick together.
And maybe if we call Shane back in.
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, get Shane.
Get
Shane
All right,
Smith.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. You need an escort. All
And
right.
Shane
Well, thank you
Bouchette.
guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Let's see what our friends at Pixar have to say about this card.
Hey guys, if you have a second, would love to do a fun card reveal for you that we just shared with John and Edwin. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Okay. And to give you some context, this will be our set champ card for Wild Unknown. You are the first to see it. Are you ready? Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. Woo!
See you rubbing your hands there, Dave.
I know.
Yeah. Do you guys think you'll go and try to get this one? Oh, yeah. Yeah? Okay.
That was so exciting
That was
that
so
you
much fun.
got to show them that amazing set champs card. It's Woody. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, they were really hoping he would be the set champ card. So when I saw the reactions, and it was all worth it. Yeah.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good there. I love that we have such fans.
Yes, at the Pixar Animation Studios.
It's so
amazing.
cool.
They're
I love
such
that.
great partners. We love them. And we also love that this is going to be the playmat.
That's right.
Set champ playmat here for you guys.
Not only is it the set champs card, but it is this playmat. Check it out. We want you all to see it in all of its glory.
Look at his candy bracelet on his hat. I can't get over that one.
I
It's
know.
so good. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Naomi. You,
Thank you.
Guide all of these products with such care and precision. Thank you for bringing us through all of them here in this wilderness. I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. I
do good
appreciate
stuff.
you.
So we want to say goodbye to you right now. You need to get through all of the areas that you're going to. And we want to bring on Ryan Miller. Ryan, we get to talk about some fun stuff.
Hi, Naomi.
Bye, Ryan. Oh,
we can't actually be in
here.
this. No, stay. We can't be in the same area for too long because there's too much knowledge.
That's
Too
true.
much
That's
knowledge.
too much product knowledge
Yes,
happening
we've
at
gotta-
once. If that gets messed up.
No. So she's going to an undisclosed location right now.
Well, it's good. And we will disclose it in a future Lorecast, I'm sure.
Or not. Who
knows,
knows, right?
Who knows?
Who knows?
But it's good to see you, Ryan Miller. You
Thank
are
you for
the
having me.
Director of Play and Product here at Ravensburger.
That's right. It's a lot of fun. Well, that's Naomi's on my team. She's a friggin' rock star, and I've got a lot of folks that I work with, like Coop, who runs Premiere Play, and Alex, who does Store Play. We got a new guy named Jay, who's our producer now, and then of course Cheyenne, who runs our fan events. And we also have Alice, who's one of our creative producers too. So it's a really fun team of absolutely awesome and professional and talented folks. So it's an easy job for me.
It's wonderful. Yeah, right? They're doing such great work in various ways. But you have been here since the beginning of the Disney Lorcana TCG.
Earliest days, and now here we are. I mean, it was like a dream thinking about, set 5. I remember like, set 5? That'll be a year in. Wow.
Yeah.
What's that world going to be like? And now, here we are, right? The Wilds Unknown and Pixar specifically, like that was a dream for a long time. Lorcana's been like that. We have these dreams. We had a dream that we might get to work with some actual Disney artists, and that came true with our D100 set we did the first year we came out. We had a dream that we might be on the cruises, and we've done some really fun stuff there. We had a dream we might be in the parks, and we were just at Festival of the Arts.
Cool.
So it's just, and then Pixar was one of those like early dreams where like, oh my gosh, can you imagine having, Buzz and Woody on a card, something like that. And so to finally be able to show off the wonderful art. I had every confidence that, Shane Hartley and his wonderful creative group would just do it so much justice, and they just knocked it out of the park.
I love it. I love that you've been able to see that all here on the
Yes,
Lorecast, as well as all of the.
Well, and you guys went to
artwork.
Pixar. You
And we
guys went there.
Pixar, right?
It's
Naomi got to go
super cool.
show it all off. That's super cool.
Oh my
But
gosh.
You're
Yeah.
here a little bit. We could talk a little bit about the past as we
I could
have.
talk all day about the past.
Well, let's see what's going on in the future. We've got more
do
sets
it.
to come.
Let's do it,
amazing
Greg
things.
Tito. Let's
It
do
just
it.
keeps coming. It
Oh
keeps coming.
my, I love
We've
it.
got this amazing Attack of the Vine.
No, it's Attack of the Vine.
That's right.
I've been working on it.
Yeah,
I've been
I know. I
working
like
on
that. Actually had like a melodic.
Well, you got to trail it. It's a vine, so it goes on. See, it's
Oh.
just like it's a little,
Your heart will go on. I like that.
Yeah, I think
Sweet.
about these things.
Yeah. So we have talked about this before. This is an amazing set. It's got some characters and glimmers from Monsters, Inc.
Monsters Inc. One of my favorite. It's one of the ones that just gets me every time, and so we finally get them in there. Mike and Sully, of course. We got lots of other characters. We got Boo. It's so good. It's so good.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
So we're ready to reveal to you for the first time that this set will be available for pre-release July 17th. That's right. July.
July. That's soon.
It's very soon, right? It's in the middle of summer.
It's summertime.
It'll be available everywhere after that on July 24th. And we would like to say that it's 100% organic panic.
It rhymes. It makes sense. Organic panic. and no, no pesticides.
No
So,
pesticides.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good. Yeah. Lots of exclamation points, though. I want everyone to know there is an exclamation point in this set title. If you write it without an exclamation point, what's going to happen? What are you going to do?
I mean, I'll probably banish you to
All
the discard
right.
pile. I
That's
don't know.
right.
I can do that. I'm one of the game designers, right? So
You
I
can
do
banish
that.
glimmers with a blink of your eye.
You don't want to mess with the game design.
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
ban the
That's
cards
true.
you play too. I could do that. I can ban your whole deck. I can do all that kind of
That's
stuff.
right. That's right. And that is because danger is blossoming in the realm of Lorcana. We got to prune back this threat. So it's going to completely take over. That's what's been happening with these vines through Wilds Unknown. The vines continue to grow, as you can see in this
That's right.
artwork.
That's right.
And something's got to be done about it.
Well, I think clearly our Illumineers and our Glimmers have to kind of go out there and fight this threat to Lorcana and get some clues as to what's going on, but we won't find out just yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet, but it's pretty exciting stuff there.
But what you can find out is some of the cards that you may see in Attack of the Vine. We like to show off a little bit of a preview for you here. And we have Mike Wazowski, well-rounded entertainer.
Mike is such a fun character, and we wanted to do the bit where, we did. I wanted to. I knew it was never going to happen. But how funny would it have been if we could have put the cost over his face, and then like the flavor text could say, "Wow, I'm finally on a Lorcana card" or something like that. Just kind of do that. But no, he's a fun character. This one in particular is a 1-cost inkable, 2 strength, 1 willpower, 1 lore, and he's got the ability to make him laugh. When you play this character, you may pay 2 ink to give chosen character +1 lore this turn. So it's a nice 1-drop. Goes really well with the Amber theme of kind of like having a big wide team and trying to build up lore as much as possible, that sort of thing. So that's a fun card.
And this flavor text is him doing stand-up in your room.
Hey, good evening. How are you? It's nice to see you. It's great to be here in your room. Where are you from? I don't know. I like that.
That's good. He's doing crowd work in a kid's room.
Crowd work, a crowd of one.
Yes.
That's a tough audience right there.
And he's doing it to perhaps the next glimmer we're going to reveal here. Boo, Energetic Child.
Boo, Energetic. Oh my gosh. I think the way they capture a kid's energy and craziness in the movie is wonderful. And of course, Boo, Energetic Child here, really does this really well. She's a 3-cost, uninkable, 0 strength, 1 willpower. She does have rush,
so like most kids do,
right? They do. But like you might be thinking, like, well, 0 strength. What would you rush? Well, of course, she's got Kidtastrophe. Whenever this character challenges another character with 3 strength or less, banish that character. I love this because 3 strength or less is like most of the characters in the entire game, and this image of Boo just coming out of your hand and just tackling one of your opponent's glimmers and just tackling him in some sort of catastrophe, tangling him up in toys or just tripping him up or whatever. I just love it when the imagery on the card and the imagery created by the ability line up so well with
perfect.
the character. It's just so fun. Yeah,
yes,
that's
especially
really
being a kid too. Like, how many times have you gotten like completely bowled over by a toddler, and you're like, I'm 4 times your size, and somehow you still were able to take me down.
Okay, so we have another card.
We have one more. We've got Sully.
You cannot do
the new boss.
Cannot do Monsters Inc. without Sully, of course.
Of course.
And this one is, it's a 5-cost, non-inkable, 4 strength, 4 willpower, 1 lore, and it's got bodyguard. Makes a lot of sense for Sully to have bodyguard, be very protective. And then it's got the ability rehire. When you play this character, you may return a character card from your discard to your hand. What I like about this is he's kind of, he's protective in 2 different ways, right? He's going to protect your glimmers out on the table, but also is going to like bring one back, kind of get back on the team. Come on, get back on the team. Get in here. Come on, come through the door with me, all that stuff. So yeah, some really fun cards. I love coming on and talking new cards. This is a lot of fun.
It is so fun. And each one of his hairs is individually illustrated.
That's right. Yeah. With a different pencil.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they sharpened it, drew it, threw it away, sharpened it, drew it, threw it away.
Each one.
It's that attention to detail really puts us.
And that was Anna Stosek, one of our art directors. We heard from her already as the lead on Wilds Unknown. Isn't she wonderful?
She is one of the reasons. I mean, we have a lot of reasons why Lorcana is great, but she exemplifies, like, she's an art director. She's also a super talented artist. And it's that love and that passion and that pure just talent that just shows through on cards like this. So it's just really cool that we have such a great group of folks making this game beautiful. And Anna's just a delightful person too, as you have already, you already said.
Everybody here now knows exactly too.
Wonderful
work.
lady.
This is a team. We're all coming together. We're all making all of this artwork sing as best we can. But one thing that's a heck of a transition. We're going to talk a little bit about what this next set release is going to mean for some of our friends who are playing Disney Lorcana in the core constructed format.
Right, core constructed.
We talked to you and I. It was actually one of the first times you and I got to chat about Disney Lorcana TCG, about set rotation.
Yeah, set rotation, it sounds really boring. It sounds like you're rotating tires, but it's actually a really important part of a trading card game's life.
And taking care of your car.
And you know it is. It makes your car better, right? It makes,
but it makes our game better.
It does. It does. Now, it just means that some sets, some of the older sets kind of fall out of rotation, and they can no longer be used in a core constructed game. So if you're playing Infinity, or if you're just playing with your friends, this doesn't affect you at all. It's only for folks that are playing in the core constructed, which is our general, that's our competitive kind of format, generally speaking. We do other stuff too, but generally speaking. So we do it for a couple reasons. I mean, one of the things is we want to kind of change up what they call the meta game, right? Like the decks that are really powerful. We want to kind of shift that around because, if those don't shift very often, the game gets really stale, really boring. So we want to make sure that we kind of keep that excitement. I think the other reason the other big reason we do it is to kind of give a leg up to our new Illumineers that are just kind of coming into the scene.
Yeah.
It can be harder to get a hold of some of those older set cards, right? And so this is a way for us to keep the game fresh while also kind of making sure that we're bringing new folks in to the scene, right? So,
absolutely. So when Attack of the Vine releases on July 17th, that'll be the pre-release. That is when the previous 4 sets from sets 5, that's Shimmering Skies, Azurite Sea, Arcasia's Island, and Reign of Jafar, they are no longer going to be legal in the core constructed format. But that means that everything from Fabled, Whispers in the Well, Winterspell, and Wilds Unknown, and then, of course, with the release of Attack of the Vine, those cards will be part of the core constructed format going forward.
Yeah, and I want to point out, too, like Fabled, we did something that we, don't normally do. It was mostly reprints, right? And we did that for a few reasons, but chiefly we did it because we wanted to infuse the core constructed with some of those staple cards that we just wanted to make sure were in the field. We don't have to do that.
Right, because they're in Fable.
Yeah, they're already in, right? And so we're not doing something like that with Attack of the Vine. And it's also important to note that if we do graduate a card into a new set from one of these sets that are rotated out, that as long as that card is in a set that is legal and core constructed, it doesn't matter what version you have of that card, you can play it in your deck. If you have Let It Go from Winterspell, that was also in the first chapter, for example, then you can play your first chapter Let It Go in a core constructed deck because it's in a legal set.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. And so Attack of the Vine has got lots of great fun things happening for it. It is, as we said, 100% organic panic. It's got lots of movie magic and
Attack of the Vine.
I just want, as a cue, I need you to just do that one more time. But check out the way this packaging looks. It looks amazing. There is so much energy and wonderfulness happening here.
Well, we always want the packaging. The packaging does a couple things for us. The first thing is it just jumps off of the shelf at you, right? It's just amazing. I will never stop singing the praises of our creative group. We have some of the best in the business, and this looks amazing. So it has to jump out at you, much like a vine might, right? Just jump out at you. Yeah. But it also has to give you an idea of the theme of the set, what's going on, and it has to kind of look different enough than the other sets because sometimes they appear together on the shelf, and so there's a lot of stuff that the creative has to do. And look at it, it's wonderful. It's get the greens and the browns and the adventure and it's really fun.
It is very fun. It is very fun. But we also have one more fun thing that is going to be a part of this story.
I love your leading up to it.
I know. I'm trying to say it in a way.
I'm digging, man. I'm digging, man.
It's a part of this story, which is the Great Honey Rescue.
Oh, my.
This is the Illumineers' quest for Attack of the Vine. I know we've been talking about that a whole bunch in the office, but Ryan, what can you tell us? What's going on?
Well, I tell you, many of you have heard me say this before, and I don't care if it's cliched at this point, but making games is like that feeling you get when you've made a gift for someone and you can't wait for them to open it. And the first time I saw this box, I was like, I cannot wait for our fans to open this. It's amazing. The art alone, this should be a poster on my wall right now. It's amazing art. And what's fun about this is we've been kind of hinting a little bit about we've got Winnie the Pooh as a wizard, and we got some of the other characters as other kind of classes, if you will, right?
Yeah.
And so here it kind of brings them all together in the Great Honey Rescue. So this is the next Illumineers Quest. Illumineers Quest, for those of you who may not know, is a completely cooperative way to play Lorcana. So instead of playing competitively against your friends, you all get together and you play against the game itself. There's like a deck that plays itself and some other rules and that sort of thing. You can bring your own decks. It comes with a couple of decks right out of the box, so you can play those. There's different difficulty levels, just like the other two. Like it is a blast. If you've never tried it, this is the time to get in on it. It's a really fun way to play Lorcana.
The one that was released around Reign of Jafar was super fun. It was Palace Heist.
Yep.
We leveled up on the components with that one.
We did. We
they
did.
look so great. The
board
and everything. I just really enjoyed everything about the production value of this, and we're continuing that with the Great Hunting Rescue. We're going to have a lot more information about this as we get closer to Attack of the Vine, but we want you all to know that this is coming October 2026. It has an MSRP, that means a manufacturer's suggested retail price, for those of you who don't know, of $59.99 US. It is going to be amazing, and we can't wait for this story to be told.
Oh yes, and it's Halloween
Together.
time.
Yeah,
it's Halloween time, and there's like all these ideas for costumes right on the cover there. I mean, come on, it's just.
Are you gonna? Does that mean you're gonna be Pooh Honey
I'm not
Wizard
going to
for
promise
Halloween?
anything, but man, I would love that.
You're
How cool
almost
would
too
that-
tall. Maybe you should be Kanga. I feel like
it just means that the girth would have to really, because it's the scale.
We'll
right?
get you
It's
some
the
honey.
scale.
HUNNY. But also coming in Q4 2026, we have some really fun things. A collection starter set that has a character you might know or love.
Rapunzel.
What can you tell us about this?
Collection starter set. Of course, we've got a few by now, right? And it's really a great place to start if you want to collect. I know it sounds pretty cheesy, but it's also great if you've got if you know somebody that maybe the gameplay is like maybe they find it intimidating or maybe they're not sure. This is the best place to start because there's no gameplay. It's just you start your collection off. You've got an awesome portfolio to keep your collection in right off the bat. You get some packs. So yeah, and of course you get this beautiful glimmer foil Rapunzel card to start everything off. So it's a lot of fun. It is, it's a good price point. Like it's super fun. So
right, we've had the collection starter set for Stitch Edition coming out. So this is the Rapunzel edition.
Yeah, the first one was with the giant Tinkerbell.
That's
right. So
yeah.
One of my favorite pieces from set one. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really great for those folks that just want to collect, and that's awesome. That's an awesome way to Lorcana.
It's
a fun game to collect.
It
that's
is
for sure.
So you can look for that on store shelves in Q4 2026. Coco is going to be joining in a set that we like to call. I'll give it to you.
Hyperia City.
Hyperia City is coming Q4 2026. Take a look at this amazing piece of artwork with
Miguel. Oh my God. So you heard me earlier say that Monsters, Inc. is my second favorite Pixar film. This is my number one favorite. I was just watching it the other night. My son, for the first time, saw this film, and he was like this the whole time. Literally transfixed. He loves music. He loves colors. This is a beautiful story. It is a timeless story. It gets me every time. Goosebumps right now. Just thinking about the ending. Just that ending where he sings to Mama Coco. It's so good. So I've been wanting to add Coco to this game for a long time, and it turns out I used up all my power on Sword in the Stone. Right, and so I used it all up. I didn't have any left for Coco, but here they are finally coming Q4 26. I am so excited. Absolutely. One of my favorite moments in Lorcana is to bring, one of my favorite movies. So yeah, very excited.
It is going to be amazing. And we get to see city life in the realm of Lorcana.
It's fun. It's neat. It's like this kind of what would a big city look like in Lorcana. That was kind of this jumping off point for the creative team. And they really ran with it. There's some neat stuff going on in the city and some mystery too, right? You don't have a big city without a little bit of mystery, right? So it's a lot of fun. The visuals are amazing. So really looking forward to it.
I love that it's a jumping off point, right? Yeah, as you just said, right? Like you're moving to the big city, you kind of see what's life going to be like here.
What's it like here? How does ink like, does it power things? What is it, what is it like? Let's figure that out, right? So it's really, really fun. Lots of cool stuff to check out.
Yeah. And of course, after Hyperia City, we're going even farther into the future. There is even more Disney Lorcana TCG out there. It never ends. It keeps going. We are going onward. That's right. Pixar Onward is going to be in the next set.
I love this movie.
Q1 2027.
It's like a fantasy role-playing game, but like the people in this world are the people you would play in the fantasy role-playing game, and they're playing this other role-playing game. And there's like classes and adventures. It's called Quests of Yore, And
Yore.
yeah, and they're playing
Yore.
it. So like there's these different classes that are like jobs, you know, like you might be a wizard, or you might be a thief or something like that. So it's kind of this like game within a game within a game kind of thing. It's really fun.
I can't wait to see that as expressed through Disney Lorcana TCG cards.
Like Quest of Lore, perhaps.
Ooh. If you were playing Quest of Yore, what class would you be?
I mean, I'd be the wimpiest class, I think. What is that? Wizard. I'd be a wizard, because then you stand in the back and you do stuff there.
You do, and you throw the...
Yeah. I think you would like play... Is there one that plays a guitar?
Yeah.
The bard? The bard.
Yeah,
the bard.
Yeah, I'll do that, yeah. I don't know how to play the guitar at all.
Well, you sing, you tell stories,
that's
though.
Right,
See,
and I'll just
communication,
strum along.
right?
Yeah, I'll bring my tennis
this is gonna be a lot of
racket
fun.
and string. And
this is a really sweet story, and I gotta say, if you have not seen Pixar Onward, it is really sweet. It's a lot of fun. And we're finally bringing it to Lorcana.
I can't wait for you all to see it in Q1 2027. All right, that's it. That's everything that we're going to talk about, Ryan.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here and sharing all this fun stuff with all of you out there. Again, Wilds Unknown is happening. May 8th is your pre-release date. Make sure you sign up for your Ravensburger Play Hub store right now. You get those pre-release packs. Are you excited about those?
Oh man, I can't wait to open those. I've yet to see one in real life, so I cannot wait to it. And in fact, I blame Naomi.
Have you seen these in real life, by the way?
Oh, yes.
Check these out. Wait, we got Buzz as well. So you might be able to get those on May 8th. You never know. We'll see you guys there. Bye, y'all.